Hello and welcome to the Indianapolis Public Library's 2011 online annual report. I'm Jackie Needus, the new library CEO, and I'm so happy to have a chance to tell you about our progress here at the library. It's been an exciting year with great developments in early childhood literacy, the offering of job centers across the county at various branch libraries, and a lot of new developments in things like e-book readers and other new technologies. It's a busy time here at the library. It's also been a challenging time, and we've been especially grateful that the citizens of Indianapolis stepped up and really fought to have good library service across the county. That's what we're going to be celebrating here in this annual report, the citizens of Indianapolis and the way that they spoke up to get good library service in their community. As you go through the annual report, you'll meet many of them and you'll hear their testimony. As a result of their efforts, the library is looking forward to a very positive year in 2012 with expanded hours and great programs, especially for children. Our job in helping children learn to read is one of the most critical roles of the public library. We did a lot towards that in 2011, and we're poised now to really push it to new levels in 2012. Thanks to the citizens of Indianapolis for advocating for their library. It's important, and we're here to serve you.
I think the library is sort of an equalizing force in a community, that it's open to everybody. So it doesn't matter if you're young or old or what your economic status is. Everybody can go to the library. Everybody has things, whether it's entertainment, just finding a movie, or whether it's the services like having a computer where you can write a resume and look for a job.
I am a retired teacher. I would go to whichever library I chose to go to, whichever branch I chose to, and oftentimes I would get books for the students.
I've lived in places like Seattle and London from the Chicago area, Indiana side, but of all the libraries, I love Nora because this team, these are good friends. I've known them for several years now. So, and they're a great team. I love them.
I did my term paper at Marion College using Central Library in the stacks because we don't have those materials in our house. It's also a place where people can meet together and plan operations in the neighborhood.
Well, one service that I've found particularly beneficial to me is the interlibrary loan services of the library. I get off on tangents and interested sometimes in rather esoteric subjects, and I've found that by using the interlibrary loan I can have access to the world's resources literally.
You just mentioned a name that you're not even sure about, and they'll have you over at the front desk, you know what I mean, and they'll take you to the resource person that you need, you know, and that's from computers right on up.
Our economy is going through a tough time, so the library can be used by adults, children, teens, any age level to either further education or have, say for example, use the computers for a job search or even social media.
I want to know how this part of an engine works, and I couldn't find any books about it, so I just read as a librarian, where can I find stuff like this? I just try the database and bingo, it's there.
My neighbor AJ Mies, we've both used the library and we discovered this series that we really liked it and we read the books together, so it was a great way for us to become close friends. So I find the library is a great way to build friendships and meet new people.
Our preschooler has lots of questions and we try to kind of introduce him to the world slowly, and we're doing a lot of reading and math teaching at home, and so we come here a lot to look for answers to his questions.
Can you imagine? I mean, can you imagine reading a book like this and just downloading it? I think the miracle, well, the library is a miracle because it can do all that for you. And I don't think enough people realize what you can do through the library.
The library is proud of its many accomplishments in 2011. The library attracted over 3.9 million visitors. Patrons circulated 14.6 million items. 52,500 children and families read more than 1 million books during the summer reading program. The Ready to Read initiative presented over 1,500 story programs at faith-based and home daycares. Over 216,000 individuals attended juvenile and adult programs. Library staff conducted over 655,000 reference transactions. The library's new job centers provided technical and employment skills to over 3,800 individuals. The library's web branch experienced 9.5 million visits. Patrons recorded over 955,000 hours on library PCs. Over 12,000 patrons attended 847 free computer training classes. The library hosted over 3,400 community meetings and events. The East Washington branch, an original Carnegie library, celebrated its 100th anniversary. Patrons downloaded over 100,000 free library ebooks compared to over 23,000 in 2010. Over 542,000 registered cardholders represented over 60% of our service population. Over 420,000 searches were conducted with the library's free online databases.
When I moved here, getting a library card was one of the first things I did.
I'm always encouraging my friends who don't live in Marion County to move into the city for the library.
It's just an outstanding resource.
This is definitely a place that I use if I need to get away and escape creatively.
And libraries are they're just so special. They really are.